Yes, hello guys. Uh, this is our chat. In fact, okay, today we'll be analyzing WikiCat. So let's go to our WikiCat session. Okay, so let's go to WikiCat on desktops on Dextools. All right, so this is our daily chat on WikiCat. So first of all, we have to draw our at least find out where our market reacted. And these are the other blocks. Let me delete this line, this horizontal line here, and then delete this one again. Let me also delete this one, and then leave out our other blocks. So this was on another block here. It's very, very small. The charts here are very small. The candlesticks are very small, so I can't really see it. But obviously, this is where our other block will be. And this is another other block. When the market came down, sorry, before it retraced and created this red candle. It then moved higher again. So, and then when the market was reversing, before this low was taken, it created another order block here. So right now we have three basic levels where the market actually reacted. So these are our basic order blocks here. All right, let me find out if the market if it's still recording. Very good. So let's go back to WikiCat on our Dex tools. All right. So this is it. As I've told you, the market is designed to take money off your pocket. It's not designed to make you money. It's designed for some particular people. And these are what we call the market makers or the wheels, right? Before the market actually goes into a direction, they actually make sure that they take people who probably guess the direction right and sold or bought, they take them off the market before they actually go into the intended direction. So let's see what happened here. All right, let's see what happened here. On these levels, before the market actually worked into our order block here, because I've told you the order block is the level or the last, let's say in this case, is the last green candle that was printed before the market actually moved lower, before the market actually reacted. So this level here, this green purple box here became a valid order block. But what do you see? And then in our basic trading books, they tell you that you buy when the market retests a support. In this case, this line is a support. But when it breaks down, you sell at that same level as as a resistance. So most traders who are not experienced will definitely sell at those levels. All right. So when the market dropped here, it came to rest this support. It moved higher, and it passed through right into this other block, or let's say into this support as well. When it moved up higher, it came to retest this support, but now as a resistance. So what young traders or inexperienced traders will do is they will sell at that level because in the books they've been told that when the market breaks below a support, you sell on that same level as a resistance. So they will sell here and put their stop loss right above the horizontal line. And what did they do again? They came down here and then they bought, and when they got here, they sold again, right? So obviously, people, a whole bunch of people will sell here and put their stop losses here. But you see, when the market got to this horizontal line level, it hadn't gotten into our order block. So what happened there? Obviously, there are liquidity gap. We call it liquidity gap that needs to be filled. So they usually do this to trick retail traders. So those who had their stop loss here will be taken off the market. And what happens is before they take out these stops, the market moves very, very quickly into clearing those stops prior to the order block. Right. That is the reason why it is not good for you to chase pumps. There's some people, once something happens, the market is moving very quickly, they FOMO in and then buy. And at the end of the day, the market reverses and then they lose their money. So this is what actually happened. That is how the trick is played, right? And they did the same thing here. This was supposed to be another low here, but before they actually moved to clear those stops, people had probably bought here. They made sure they came to take the low, taking them out, and then moved higher, and then quickly take those stops out. So here they've killed people here, they've killed other people here too before they actually move into the market. So a design to trick you, to take money from you. Let me make sure it's still working. All right. It's designed to take money from your pocket. Okay. So you see, this was a low here. When they came down here, they created another low here. So obviously, there are another stops here that needs to be cleared. So what happened is when they moved into this other block, they quickly took out this low here. So there's a low here, and at the same time there's another block here. They violated the other block. Anytime they have the market happens this way, uh, I understand that any pump higher or any movement high is a fake pump because the market has changed gears and it has moved from bullish into bearish now. So any pump higher is just a fake pump to trick people and then actually move lower. So if you remember, if you were in our groups, it's just okay. So if you were in our groups and you were following, most people haven't followed me, but if you're in the groups, it was around this level that I said WIKI CAT is likely to go down lower. It was around this level. At that time, this candlestick hadn't been printed, but I knew obviously that WIKI CAT was going lower because I understood what had happened here and what the market makers intended to do. So let me delete our vertical line. Okay, so let's go on and analyze what the market makers did here. For this is old chart, so analyzing is a little easier sometimes, but that's what happened. All right, so when the market came here, you realize they printed another order block here because it was from this other block that this low was taking, this another low was taking. All right, the market quickly moved higher again. It pumped really massively high. And what did he do? He took out this stop. So if you remember, there's a stop here, above here, and above here. He took out these stops before it got into the other block. So it took out people who had already sold at this level, making them lose money, and then uh, got into the other block with the intention of going lower. All right. So when the market came here, that was a triple stops, a triple bottom that was from here. By taking out these stops, I understood that these stops too had to be taken. So there were stops resting here that needed to be taken. All right. So right now we've retested this level. Right, this was at the same time another block that had been violated. And what happened here? The market retested it here. When it broke down here, it retested it here as a breaker. So once this happened, I knew that in fact they have given clues that the market still wants to go down lower. And one thing how I want to say is people usually get angry. People usually let me check and see if it's actually okay. We are still sharing. People actually get angry when the market starts going down lower. But you see, the market is not designed for you. It's actually designed for the wheels or the market makers. Your $1,500 or $20 doesn't really move the market. It is these whales who move the market, right? And what they do is they buy very low and then sell very, very high, making them their money. So they take off their profits while they keep selling with the intention to buy very, very low again. Because at that level, uh, with the profit they have accumulated, they can buy very low uh, at the sorry, with the profit they've accumulated, they can buy very, very low, and then what before anytime the market gets very low, the market usually gives out liquidity. So any buy really makes move the market parabolic. It makes the market move very, very parabolic, and this will actually clear the all-time high. So that's what happens. They buy here very cheap, they sell very high, and they make sure they keep selling, taking people's money. They keep selling, taking people's money. As people buy and sell here, they take out their monies, and then they make sure the market, they juice out every liquidity. It's just like eating orange. They take out every juice in it for the market to get very, very low, and they buy massively at these very low prices. And that will actually push the market very, very high. So when the market starts moving lower, you shouldn't curse God or blame people that they have paper hats or whatever, because that is the time you should be happy, because you know that you are going to also buy lower if only you understand where they are going or understand how the market makers operate. If only you understand how the market makers operate, you buy low and then join the tide as they move higher. Okay, so with my understanding, this is another other block that was formed here that needs to be retested again. Okay, so let's see if we are likely to go there again. Let me make sure that trading view is recording. So let's go back to Dex tools. So we have to, let's go down to our 4 hour candlestick. Let's go down to our 4 hour chart. Okay. Mhm. So you see, this is our 4 hour candle chart. And for me, this particular uh, this particular purple here is an order block, and at the moment the market is retesting an order block. But are we likely to move down from this level or move higher? I'm not worried. In fact, the market can even go as higher to come and retest these particular levels, because mind, this is a breaker, can retest these levels. But I'm not worried, because from indication, I know that the market makers want to still come down. So at the moment, it is retesting an order block, because it was from this order block that this low was taken. So this is can be a valid order block. And you see, stops from this level was taking print to that order block. So the market, in fact, can actually move from this level and come down. Right. So, let's go back to our daily. Okay. So with our daily, you realize that the market has taken out stops here. And right now, the yellow box is an order block. And the market is actually retesting an order block. If the market violates the order block, I mean comes down below our yellow box, it can, any pump from that level is a fake pump that is designed to take people off the market before they actually move lower. The moment it violates this order block, the yellow box is an indication that the market wants to still come lower. If the market closes, I'm choosing my words right, closes below the yellow box, it will retest it as a breaker and then move down. Mind you, let me bring the market here. If you should move down, there are stops here that needs to be taken. There are stops here that needs to be taken. If you go to the 4 hour or the 1 hour, you see that there are stops. It moved here, came to retest, there was a little retracement, and then it moved higher. So there are stops here that are yet to be cleared. So anytime the market, if it moves down here to retest the price as a breaker, it's definitely capable to clear these stops as well. So this gives me a clue that the market still wants to come down. If the market just violates it, it doesn't close below the yellow box, but then let's say pierce through it, it will actually move higher for a fake pump and then drop down. But if it holds, if this other block holds, we can have another pump higher, maybe to this level, so maybe even to the breaker, and then have it break down again. All right. So let me zoom out. At least this is what the market is intended to do. So the next level, let me use our horizontal line for us to appreciate the prices or the levels the market is likely to go. There are stops here, so obviously the market is likely to come to this level. The this is sorry, this is somewhere our order block level. That's our blue line. Yeah. Well, it can come even lower. Yeah, it can come lower below the blue line. But for safe reasons, this is the level I expect WikiCat to get to. In fact, this is not financial advice. It's not financial advice. I'm just doing the 2010 sake. I'm doing the 2010 sake. So let's zoom out again. I'm doing this 2010 sake. So this has been my analysis. If you have been following me in the groups, you will realize that from what I've been putting in the market, the market is playing out, and I don't know if it's actually going to play all the way out. But if I'm right, then the market will actually follow this. Anything can happen when it comes to crypto. Well, it can even reverse from this level and go higher. Anything can happen with regards to crypto. But if I'm right, maybe we are likely to see these blue line levels before WikiCat actually moves higher. So let's see how the market plays out. Yeah, let's see how the market plays out. Well, I'm still taking donations. If you want to support the channel, we can do so by supporting at least $1 worth of BNB, $1 or more. So people don't really regard what I'm doing here, but the truth is I'm really helping people to buy at the right time. Most bought at maybe these levels and then they don't have any money again to buy. Right now the market is going down lower. They might not even have the money to buy even at these lower prices. But with the understanding of the chart, at least I've given people clues to the right levels to buy your coins or to effectively dollar cost average. Yeah. In this sense, you've been praying to God for God to bless you financially, right? With the world transfer. And I think I'm doing this to help you get the most out of the little money you have. So I don't think there should be a problem with you at least supporting the channel with $1 or more. Most people don't really appreciate what I'm doing, but people pay huge sums of money even just to learn technical analysis. People pay thousands of dollars, and I'm doing this for you for free. And yet people still even wouldn't appreciate it. They wouldn't even have a look at the videos when you put it there. But you do it for God. If you want to support the channel, you can just contact me. You can just put it out there. I'm in groups. I'll give you my address, and then you can support with any amount you want. All right. So this is my analysis on WikiCat. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. All right. See you another time. Make sure you subscribe to the page if you haven't, my channel if you haven't, and then click on the notification bell to get updates on whatever post I will put there. See you another time. Bye.